Hello there. In this video, I will explain how to integrate a payment gateway module into your WhatsApp chatbot. This features enable your chatbot to create a payment links via your chosen payment gateway and then send this link to your users in a real time during a chatbot conversation. Additionally, you can configure your chatbot to respond differently based on whether the payment was successful or not. If you are first time on this channel, you have to watch this video to learn how to build a chatbot using Razorpay Connect. Then you can easily follow this video. Now let's start building a chatbot for an imaginary event. Here, when a user sends a message to this particular number, this chat module will trigger. And after that, we can immediately send a message to the user using the quick reply module. Party is on at Claytown Boulevard. And book your tickets now. And I'm giving some additional style to look it better by making the party at Claytown Boulevard to bold. And I can add a header type as image, and then I can upload an image, and then now I can add some buttons like book tickets. And when user click on the book tickets button, I can send another message by asking how many tickets they need. It will be like how many tickets, and then I'm expecting a number input from the user so that I can use the number input here. So this will be quantity, and then I'm saving as a variable, and then I can use the payment gateway module, that is payments link. So here, just after collecting the required quantity from the user, I can simply send a payment link to make the payment. So I'm connecting this edge to this group 3, and to continue with the configuration, click within the module, and then you can expand, and there you can see the provider, which is Stripe as default, but there are different payment gateways available. One is Stripe, and next is Razorpay, which is very popular payment gateway in India. And next is Instamojo, and next is PayPal, which is globally accepted. Next is Phonepe, it's for India, and Tap, which is available everywhere in Middle East. So these are the ready-made gateways available, but you can request for more gateways if you require one. And right now I'm demonstrating with the Stripe gateway, which is accepted almost in all major countries. So I'm selecting Stripe. And next is select an account. Here, as you can see, I have configured 2 accounts, but still I'm connecting a new account. To connect a new account, just click connect new, and then it will show a pop-up. Here I can give a name. This is Stripe test, for example. Okay, then I have to give the key. To get the secret key, you have to log into the Stripe account and then navigate to developers, and then you click on API keys. There you can find the secret key. So there are 2 types of key, publishable key and the secret key. So here we are using the secret key. To see the secret key, click on reveal test key and then copy. Simply paste it here and then select the default currency. Right now I'm choosing AED, for example. And next is you have to define the callback URL. This will be where to redirect after the payment is successful. And this one is after canceling the payment, where to redirect. So here, right now I'm just giving a website, same URL for the callback URL, and simply connect. After that, you can select the account. Okay, Stripe test, and the next option is payment link message type. Here Razorpay is offering 2 types of messages. One is template message and another one is text message. To send a template message, you have to get the template message approved, but sometimes the template message will get delayed. Unlike normal messages from the chatbot, the template message will get additional delay, so that you can use the text message. Right now I'm choosing the template message. And the amount, for example, for the ticket, it will be 50 dirhams, and the quantity will be based on the user input. So that is the quantity. I'm selecting the variable because it will be dynamic. When a user requests for 5 tickets, it will be multiplied with 50, and the total value of 250 will be automatically passed to the API to generate the link. And the next, we have to choose the currency again. And the product name is ticket. This is mandatory. There is some additional information to override the configuration. This is optional actually, but still here I'm using the same URL for success and cancel. The next option is timeout in minutes. In this case, if the user didn't make the payment within 50 minutes, it will execute the timeout block and continue the chatbot from there. Next is save the reference ID. So this will be a reference ID based on the payment gateway. We can save it in a variable and use it somewhere else if needed. I'm not using that right now. The next is a retry message. If user is not making a payment and sending a message again to this chatbot, it will respond with this particular message. Yeah, that's all. Now we can continue building the chatbot from here. For example, if the payment is successful, it will trigger this block and it will execute from this edge, so that we can define another message from here that thank you for the payment and your ticket will be emailed to you. But in this case, I'm not actually creating a ticket and sending it back through the chatbot itself, but it can be done using the REST API module if you have a backend program to generate a ticket based on this data, and we can actually send the ticket back to the user through this chatbot itself. I'm not building the chatbot right now because the purpose of this tutorial is to build a payment gateway system. And next case, if the payment is failed, we can send another message, or we can continue building the chatbot from this edge that the payment is failed for some reason. Do you want to retry? For this purpose, we better use the quick reply module. drag and drop the quick reply and connect it from the failed edge to the group 5 and then ask the question and then give a button name as retry, and then from the retry button we can send back to the group 3 so that it will retry when user click on the retry button. And for the timeout also we can send the same message, and if it is cancelled also I am actually sending the same message. But in actual use case you can define different message for each status and continue building an advanced chatbot. And there is one more step to do. You have to log into Stripe again and then navigate to webhooks. We need to configure a webhook within Stripe, then only the chatbot will identify whether the payment is made or not. For that you can click on add endpoint, and there is a predefined webhook URL for Libromi Connect to use with Stripe, that is this. And then select events. Here we need to select payment intent cancel and the payment intent succeeded. Add events and simply add endpoint. That's done. Now we can test this chatbot. For that I'm giving a shortcode to this particular chatbot, then I can trigger this independently. So that will be Stripe, for example. So I'm giving a Stripe and then I'm giving a duration of 15 minutes to reset the chatbot and save the chatbot. To test this chatbot, I have shared my WhatsApp on the screen and sending the shortcode message, that is #start Stripe. And it started with a nice interactive message with the image header, and then I'm clicking on book tickets button. I need 5 tickets for now. Now I'm expecting the message with the payment link. Now that is the template message with the payment button. Here you can see the summary of the payment, the total amount, and there is a note that this chat will continue after the automated payment confirmation, and there is a button to make the payment. Now I'm clicking on the button. It is redirecting to the Stripe checkout page. I can use Apple Pay or I can fill the details and make payment using the card. And next I'm entering the card information. And then if I click on pay button, let's see what will happen. So I'm expecting it will redirect back to the Libromi website, and then another message will appear on my WhatsApp. Now the payment seems successful, and then it redirected to the Libromi website. And when I go back to the conversation, I can see the confirmation message that thank you for the payment, your tickets will be emailed to you as expected. In this video, I just demonstrated this feature with a very basic chatbot, but if you have a very serious requirement in mind like e-commerce system or any advanced service booking with multiple services, you can build anything using Libromi Connect Chatbot Builder. So if you want to build a chatbot similar to this, you can simply sign up to libromi.com and create your chatbot, and subscribe to this channel to see more similar videos. Thank you.